Graves dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
That's fucking minging. That is gross.
Merciful gods!
That is disgusting. I'm glad the face isn't like a baby though, because if it looked too much like a baby, I'd be like generally like grossed out and offended.
Back to the fortress.
But still, gross.
As I recall, you were the one running.
Alright, so we're going to take that home with us, are we? Lovely. Although it is his fault, so I show no sympathy for the man. Last time we played this, I didn't quite appreciate how nice this game, like the atmosphere and the lighting and everything was. I can fully appreciate it at the moment, as it's early in the night. You know, we just started streaming. We're on our first drink. What did you say? I was talking, didn't hear you. I was just asking if you actually finished the game or not. If you played many hours of this game. And if you did, how did you find it? As a whole. Because I'm quite enjoying it. Like, so far, I'm not finding it too difficult to play. And the story's obviously like spot on, so more than once. So you do really like it then?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is.
You asking me about butt stuff? Does he think we're a bit, you know, fruity together? One of the best games I've ever played, and the only game to actually have proper DLC. I've seen the DLC. It's not that expensive either. Yeah, can't wait to see Cyberpunk. You know, they've been doing that game for ages, haven't they? That Cyberpunk game. I don't know if I'm cynical. I don't know if I'm just not willing to progress to the next stage of gaming, you know, with all this story-based games. But games like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls and that, I mean, they're good. They're the best looking games you can get, because obviously they're not concentrating on, you know, open world stuff. And their stories are great, but they're so short. They're like 4 to 6 hours long. You're really only just making decisions and walking around. You're not really doing any major gameplay. And I feel that they might do that a lot in Cyberpunk. I just got a feeling that they're going to spoil the game. Like that one that's just come out with the, what are they? They're like mannequin robots that are in society. And they've got them little round things on the side of their heads. I mean, that game looks amazing. It looked amazing in the trailers. I was really hyped about it. It's out now. I've saw some reviews. I've saw some gameplay. And it's the same stuff as that. It's walking around, playing through a film, basically. And there's not enough gameplay there. It's not hype. It's not, I don't know. I like games that are snappy and quick and fast and furious. And those sort of games are more kick back, you know, on a sofa. 4 hours, do it in one sitting. Do you know what I mean? And it's done. Like, they're asking like 40 quid for that. You know, 30, 40 quid each game like that gets released. You know they're going to be popular. You know they're going to be plenty of second-hand copies not going to buy it in about 6 months. What was my prediction when I got Dragon Ball Z? I got the Dragon Ball Z beta. I got the Final Fantasy beta. And I predicted that Final Fantasy was going to be 20 quid by, I don't know when I think I said Christmas. It's already, within 2 months, it's already 20 quid. And what happened? Fighter Z was the one I said was going to make it. It made it. It was a great game. It's still up there. I can't get it no cheaper than 30 quid. And I don't think it'll ever drop until after Christmas now. So, I mean, I kind of know my shit when it comes to knowing what's good and what's not. There was a lot of people who fought me on that as well when I said about Final Fantasy being a bit suck monkey. They were really into like having a no, you're wrong. It's going to be a thing. It's not a thing. It was never going to be a thing. Dissidia it was, wasn't it? I didn't like it. I kind of knew it was going to budgetize itself quick. But to drop this quick within 2 months, it's going to drop this quick. I mean, another 2 months, you're talking like 15, 10 pounds. You know, you're going to pick it up on a bargain bin. The main story was good as well. You were busy with Witcher 3, so Cyberpunk got delayed. Oh, it's the same developer. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's something positive. I didn't know this. This woman, whoever this woman is, she is wicked. When I got to play as her last stream, I would rather play as her the whole game. She was amazing. I don't know if she's OP, like, or Witcher gets better later on, but she was good. She had that teleport move, which that was so handy. So much better than the roll that Witcher's got. Do you have to play Gwent? Can I go through the whole game and just ignore Gwent? Is there anything that I get unlocked or bonuses by playing Gwent? Because if not, Gwent can fuck itself in the ear holes. Nah, just for fun. There's no fun there, bro. You know they made a standalone game based on Gwent. I do. It's on iOS and Android. And it's also, I think, on PC, free to play or something. They couldn't even give it away. I mean, I guess if you're into, I don't know, like Warhammer type board games and card games and maybe Pokemon collecting, that might have a more of appeal to you. But for me, that was a complete bust. I just weren't interested whatsoever. And it's not just that, it's complicated. It's not an easy thing to pick up and just get into. And to be fair, the game doesn't give you much of a extensive tutorial, does it? It doesn't let you lay cards down and then punish you if you do something wrong or make a silly mistake. It literally just lets you do what you want from get-go. Meh. He's a man of many words. Don't really know. I haven't been huge on Gwent. Did the major win in the story, but that's it. Yeah, but did you get anything good for that? Was it really worth putting the time and effort in to get cards to then do that major win? Or was it just like self-achievement? Nah, just cards, as I said. Some dialogue, free money too. You won't get the ultimate sword though. You won't get the ultimate sword through Gwent, don't worry. Is there an ultimate sword? That's wicked. I like games that have an ultimate, that was one of the things that Final Fantasy VII really drawed me to. The ultimate, is it ultimate weapon? It was like, I don't know, it was just like the biggest, baddest sword. It had all the materia in it, and so I've got to play that game again. We need to stream that game one time. I put like 180 hours into that game or something. It was amazing. Thing is, once you get into it, like not the story, but once you get past the story and you start being able to free roam, and once you get into finding caves and fighting, I can't remember what the big monsters were called. I think they were the materia monsters. Once you get into that side of things, that I can't put that game down. The ultimate weapon, yeah. I mean, at the end of the game, when you beat Sephiroth, which I did piece of piss, you know, I had 999 everything. When it come to the ultimate weapons, there was 4 of them, I think, 3 or 4, and they only pop up once you beat Sephiroth. So you have to then go and find those, and then when you do fight them, oh my god, they are almost impossible to beat those fucking things. I think I beat 1 or 2 out of 3 of them, but one of them like was just a no-go. It was the one in the middle of the sand. It was a beast. I can't remember it, like I say, it was years ago. You're going back when I must have been about 18 or 19. But yeah, I mean that game holds really, really fond memories for me. I know the HD remake's coming out. I'm not 100% sure that they're going to do me justice in my memories of Final Fantasy VII. It'll be a Final Fantasy game, and I think I'll really enjoy it, and it'll have loads of similar parts and areas and characters, but I don't think it will be Final Fantasy VII. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it will be like playing it was back then, and I would rather play it how it was back then. There's legendary Witcher gear, is there? Nice. Tales of Symphonia had 6 side quests to get ultimate weapon. Each character. Yeah, I've got a lot of the Tales games. I don't know if I have them all. I'm pretty sure I haven't, but the majority of the main ones I've got, especially the 361 or 2. The 1 or 2. I had the one on the GameCube. There's a couple on the PC now. I've got Tales of Berseria still sealed. I haven't even opened that. Tales of Legaria, I've got that. A couple of PlayStation 1 Tales games as well. But yeah, I mean, that's another series we could visit. Again, it's all about getting a second monitor now, because once I get a second monitor, I can then hook up my PS4 and we can go and play those sort of games. PS2, we can do Xbox. Now, Final Fantasy X, I was saying it has some of the hardest boss fights. It's funny you say that, because I was looking at Final Fantasy X for the PC. They've done the X and X2 combo that was on the Vita. I'm looking to buy that, but not yet. That'll be one that we get in the winter, because obviously I don't go out much in the winter, so, and it's not as stuffy at night. So we'll sink our teeth into the Final Fantasy series in the winter, so I don't know, 3-4 months from now. I've got 13 and 13-2 that I know everybody has seen and played to death, but I need to finish 13 and 13-2. It's something that's been bugging me that I haven't done it yet. I got very far with 13. I got to, like, I know you start with a lot of ice and snow, but I got to the second part of the ice and snow, and there was a big ass boss, and it kept kicking my ass. And like, I'd watch tutorials and videos, and I was doing everything I was supposed to. I just weren't leveled enough. So like, the next time I play it on stream, we're gonna be leveled. You know what I mean? We're just gonna take our time and get that, because I need to finish that game. That's been bugging me for like ages now. But then once I've done that, we'll do X and X2. So you're talking easily, you know, you're talking many hours there, right there. What about 13 Lightning Returns, the third one? The third one, I've got it. I've got it on Xbox 360. I've got it on the PC. I'm pretty sure I got it on the PC. But I don't consider it anything for me to look at until I've done 13 and 13-2, which again, many hours to go through for that. But yeah, I would do that one as well. I heard it's the weaker of the three, and I heard that the 13-2 is better than 13. I don't know. You know, the Drunkens, as long as it entertains me, you know, entertains the people who watch me, I'm completely happy to play whatever, as long as it's entertaining. I don't have a discriminative thing. Like, I want to play some Warhammer, you know, I want to play some Vermintide, I want to play some 40,000. I've got a range, you know. I've got Command and Conquer, the entire collection box set. I've got to crack that open at some point, go back and visit the first Command and Conquer, then visit Red Alert, and then jump forward to like Tiberian Sun, which I think was the shabby one. If you're playing it again, at least do them all. Yeah, I will. That's what I'm saying. I'll go from the beginning to the end. Yeah, 13-2 was better, since I didn't had any of the weaklings of the first one. Well, 13-2 as well, that was the costume changing, wasn't it? Wasn't that where it was just all female cast? I mean, I liked that. A lot of people hated it. I think a lot of people still do hate it, but I quite like the idea of that. You're talking to a man who come from early Xbox 360 days, when you had, is it Bullet Witch? Do you remember Bullet Witch? That was a girl who was a witch that dressed in like gothic gear, and she had like a guitar type thing that she could transform into different guitar colours and outfits. And I enjoyed that, and a lot of people didn't. It was just basically a third-person shooter at the end of the day with some magic, but it was, to me, it was a good game. And then, from there you had like Bayonetta. You know, Bayonetta's another thing I've got to revisit. I did mine on the Xbox 360 first, and then I did them on the Wii U. So all my save games lately have been on the Wii U. Oh no, that's X2 you're talking about. That game never exists. Fuck it. Isn't that bad? I thought you were talking about 13-2. See, this is why I say 13-2 and X2, very little time. Probably 3 hours I've put in each of those, and you're going back in a day. So I don't exactly remember them right. All I remember is 13, which is the guy with the bird in his nest, you know, nested in his head, which is great. You know, he's got a fucking bird in his afro. What more do you want? And X, obviously, is the whole underwater football game business, which is just hilarious as well. But yeah, I remember those games vividly. Final Fantasy VII, vividly. For some reason, I put in about I don't know, 90... No, hang on. About 60 hours into Final Fantasy VIII. And I have no recollection of hardly anything I did in Final Fantasy VIII. Other than the beginning, you know, when you're walking around a school and you do the training ground and all that stuff. But beyond that, I remember driving around in a car, having to keep getting petrol. I remember the card game being very fascinating. I really like the card game in that. But not much remember. I don't remember much of it. And then there's Final Fantasy IX, which I pretty much remember the entire story, which is... Well, not the entire story, but I remember the major bits of it. And then from there, after 9, I went to Vincent's own game, which was on PS2. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Vincent's... he's got his own, you know, story, which I thought was going to be wicked because he's the vampire type bloke. It was all right. It was all right. It weren't great. Is this the Whammons? Did we find the Whammons? Oh, his daughter. This is his daughter. Okay. Sorry, I've been so sidetracked now. I've just rode here by blind faith.
Thank you. He shoved her. She fell. That's how it started. We were alone. No one to help.
Oh, Joe, he's not a good man.
Worst night of my life.
You done through the Whammons. The Whammons done landed on the baby, and then the baby gone. He deserves nothing. No respect.
What about your father?
What about him?
Oh,
What are you selling? What are you buying?
A Witcher. Never thought
Ah, it's an old Antonio Banderas. Okay, maybe not.
Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Know who I am.
Do you ever wonder what you're going to look like when you're old?
Yourself, though.
Do you ever think, any of you guys, that
In the service of His Royal
you might
Majesty
look a bit
Vladimir.
strange when you're old? Like, I look strange now, but like when you're old, you might be like,
Rings a bell.
If the
you know,
bloody Baron
proper
sent me
strange.
to fetch
There's things happen to your body when you get old, you know?
failing your task.
Like, your ears get
I
bigger.
appreciate your concern.
And sometimes your nose gets a bit longer, and you lose a lot of weight, and you don't know, you lose your hair and it changes colour, and so many things happen to a man as he gets older. Generating some like heat tonight as well. My PC generally runs at 50 degrees, like on load, when you got graphics, processor, everything maxed out. You're talking 50 degrees. It's got like I've got 220 or something fan in the front. I've got two 120s on the processor. I've got two 120s at the back. I've got one 220 at the top. I mean, the whole thing is like one big turbine. And yeah, 50 degrees on low. But tonight, I'm rocking 74% of my processor, which is an 8-core processor. I've got my GPU doing my video recording as well as gameplay. And I'm breaking to 60 degrees at the moment. That's the highest I've ever seen it. But I've turned the video qualities up for the recording. So I think that's making a bit more of a bigger impact. It says CPU usage and computer as a whole is 38% of all resources being used. Which again, normally we do about 25. But I pumped it up because I want to see if there's much difference in bitrate in the recording. So yeah, it's a little bit of a journey to get back. I'm guessing there's no fast travel or nothing. Right. Oh shit. Oh my god, there's loads of them. And I've got stuck with them, and I... Sons of bitches. Move, Witcher, move! Oh, he's got me in a corner. Unlucky. Right, burn your ass. Right, one at a time, bro. I take it one at a time. Boom. Yes. Hey, done them all. How we roll. And you thought, I bet you all thought I was going to lose that. Drunken ain't losing that. Bro, this horse is useless. Now where's he put me? Oh, we selling that horse 100. We'll sell it to Tesco's and they can use it in their microwave meals. And that way we're going. Alright, come on horse, don't let me down. The horse don't jump, which is really weird. Point in having a horse that don't jump.
What's going on here? Why isn't anyone putting that out?
We want it to burn. Got it?
Piss off, or we'll fry you along with a fucking elf.
Every peasant in this game has got a big mouth, and they all
my
get
business.
fucking burnt, don't they?
Just hope you had a good reason.
Is there anyone I can save in there? There is as well. I'm gonna save him.
Damn you, Ollie. Run. Fast.
That's right, I'll fuck you up. I'm gonna burn people. What's wrong with you? Oh, these dudes are hard, boy. Either that or I'm underpowered. Yeah, the little one's got to go down first because that guy with that thing, he's got too much health. I don't want to get stuck in one place either. No! Oh! I could have beat him. I didn't, but I could have done. I'm going to have to because I ain't letting them people burn in that place. So that is the one. Yeah, I needed the 2 more yellow flowers. Right, I'll burn your ass. Not that it does anything. What was that? Did you see him knock me unconscious? I was just standing there like, oh. He was all like, finish him. What a cunt. I've never seen that move. I can't let these people die. I feel like I need to do something, but I don't think I'm ready for it. I don't think I'm leveled up enough. See, like, they all come for me. There's no point in even trying. It's like, just leg it. Yeah, a fucking horse, I tell you what. This horse is a dick. Alright, let's let these dudes out.
Run. Fast.
One of them's got a... Although she's not much help, she has got a crossbow that she uses. Even the skinny ones do mad damage, but they've got no armor or nothing, so they're easier for me to attack. Ah, that was worth taking a hit. Oh shit! I killed them and now the dogs are chasing me. What kind of savage game have you got me playing? Jesus Christ. Where did dogs come from? Come at me, bro. Ready for you now. Just you and me. Oh, he's done the... Oh, he missed it. They better have some damn loot on them, I'm telling you. That was epic. Not epic in what I did, epic as in that was a battle worth winning. Oh shit, the dogs. I forgot about the dogs. Come on, Whammons with a bow, do something. That's right.
They came to rob me. I refused to betray where I keep my valuables, so they brought in a cart full of firewood, barred me inside, and set fire to the thing.
Probably counting on you being swayed. Though I doubt they would have let you live even if...
So rather than rob her, because she said no,
Yet to thank you for
they
your
thought
aid.
they'd burn everything that they was going to
My
rob.
ruin lies concealed in a hollow
Geniuses.
stump between
Absolute
rocks.
geniuses in this game.
Take what you want.
They've got Dragon Ball Z on offer at the minute. I posted on Discord. I was like, any donations or bits will help because I can get like some of it myself. I just can't afford the whole thing. So if I can get enough little bits and donations, I can go ahead and grab Dragon Ball Z now while it's on offer. It's like 31 quid or something. Which it's not great, but it's better than any other deal I've seen. Again, like I say, I can play this game for hours. If I was ever going to do a 24-hour stream or even an 8-hour stream, I would definitely pick this game to do. Or something very similar because you don't seem to like... What you find, you look at the time and you realise you've been doing it for an hour, which seems like 15-20 minutes. Yep, still running 60 degrees, so that's all good. I'm just keeping my eye on it because I don't want it to break 60. I remember back in the day, you used to have like a GTX 880 with the tiniest of fans on them. And they used to burn out after about 6 months to a year. And they would run about 80 degrees. You know what I mean? They were really pushing it then. Nowadays, I mean, my Snowbot PC build I did, that's got technically the same graphical power as this, but it's got less RAM and stuff on the graphics card and that, so it's not as great. But I mean, it runs something like Hitman Absolution, 60 frames a second, all settings on ultra, and it's a passive graphics card. There's no power to it. It literally runs quiet, cool. I think the most I've seen it get to is about 50 degrees. And that's on, it's pretty much on its own. That is a wicked graphics card, that one. You know, if you're not going for like top end and you're not going for like extreme gamer, you just want to be able to like run, like for instance, Fortnite. Run Fortnite in full settings and stream it with that graphics card. And that graphics card is about 120 quid, if that. I wished I could name this the horse, whatever you wanted to call it. I would have named it Nugget. Because it is literally a fucking nugget. Farewell. Right, let's have a look at the shit we just bought. We know we bought a saddle, that's my main thing. There it is. What I essentially done was just spend some money and lighten my load that I'm carrying. So that we can go ahead and not have to worry about we're in a cave miles away from anywhere. I can't pick up the epic loot I've just got because I've got loads of shit that I don't know what it is. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's best to have an empty inventory. This is one of the problems I face with Guild Wars 2. I constantly fill my inventory up and they give me cool shit, but like I can't never put it in because I'm holding on to other shit for like just in case I need stuff, you know. I can't ever drop anything. I always feel like everything's worth money.
In some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her.
His wham has disrespected him.
Snorting every chance she gets.
You wish, motherfucker.
So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No, but find someone who can and I'll gladly meet them. Ought to know one thing when it comes
Anti-bantered.
If
The
it's
Witcher
going to
got
be
anti-bantered there.
It can't be light.
That's some whiffy banter.
Just needs the
Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Greetings, Witcher.
Missed a spot.
You went to another realm, I'm guessing, or some place far out in the middle of nowhere to have a bath.
No.
There's some plastic looking tits right there, aren't they? They didn't model them very well.
I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
You call me a moron? After all that, she called me a moron. Got a feeling if I can lure that pot-belly motherfucker over there, doesn't seem to come out of this area. Yeah, boy. Ah. I thought I was really going to lose then.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them.
That was weird because the little potbelly witch woman or whatever she was coming out of the water,
Say anything.
she was a really good, interesting battle, and then you had to fight these crappy rats and two
Something
little
that distorts
basically
teleportation. I've
rat
no idea
holes,
how they
like-
managed to get to the other side problem-free.
kind of spoiled it.
Teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go.
Fuck is a helmsman?
Got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
What I don't get is if she's such a good mage, how come she's letting me run around with a quarter health? Surely she has the ability to heal me.
Hastily scribbled on with lime.
You just don't fucking lax me, that's what it is.
Ding dog. Can't see any connection to Kelpie.
What? I've got to clip that shit. I've got to have a look at that later. I have no idea what happened now. I'm going to clip that. I'm going to look back at that. Jesus Christ. Right. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to pick it up next Tuesday or Thursday. Peace out, motherfuckers. We'll be back tomorrow for a little bit of the old Street Fighter 5 shenanigans. I'm going to hook up the arcade stick. And unfortunately, we've got to start from scratch. We have no online ranking. We have no outfits. We have no battle points. We have nada. We'll see you tomorrow, probably at 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, just based on the fact that I'm doing family things tomorrow. But we'll do a late one. So that will go on till like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever it goes on till. We'll be doing that. So Street Fighter 5 tomorrow night. Peace out, motherfuckers. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.